We have one of the biggest sandrings in the country for flatting and getting the young horses going forward and enjoying their job. My name's Katie Deane. I've qualified Venerate for the 7 and 8-year-old internationals in Dublin this year. A dream come true altogether. Me and my husband Martin run a small yard in his family farm in Camp, County Kerry, producing mostly young jumpers, the odd thoroughbred and everything in between.
Okay, it was Martin who spotted Tonto first as a foal. He always liked the look of her. Funny enough, she wasn't the most flashy horse that we'd ever seen, but he was definitely proved right. She's just got better every year, and we've really had so much fun with her.
My husband was asked by another owner of ours, Sean Curry, to source him some good brood mares, and he bought her grandmother off Dundee, and then she was covered to Obos Quality, and another old owner and friend of ours, James Trant, bought her, and he bred Venerate then, and he gave her to us to mind her up to a 3-year-old, and we just loved her and we didn't want her to be sold, so we asked Des and Paula to come have a look at her and would they buy her with us then.
It all started about 11 years ago. We came here to camp with our cobs, riding cobs, just for 2 or 3 weeks, summer livery to ride on the beach.
Somebody recommended coming out to Katie and Martin and riding on the beach.
Then we decided to get a few 3-year-olds, which Martin and Katie produced, and some of them have gone on to be sold in America. We have one that was in the RDS in the 3-year-olds, loose jumping, which is now with a young rider locally, and Tonto would be, I think, the 5th horse we have with Martin and Katie.
We brought her to a couple of 3-year-old competitions just to get her some exposure. My friend Sinead Kennedy ran a lovely show in Croke where they ran a nice loose jumping competition, and she just did her thing. Tonto doesn't believe in showing off, so she just popped away. We just gave her time because she was so big and had such a big canter. But one thing we did do as a 4-year-old, our friend Liam O'Mara, he's a very good judge of young horses, and when we think we have a good one, we always like to get his opinion. So we brought her up to Peter Leonard's, and Liam met us there, and he had to sit up on her, and she was very green now, but Liam would take no notice, and jumped her around a small course, and he just got off her and he said, she's the one. And he always had great faith in her as well, and that gave us more confidence too, that we're telling Des and Paula to do the right thing, because you don't want to be wasting anyone's time or anything. And when she is inclined to not be a big show off, but it is the feeling she gives you when you're up on her.
We didn't actually get to see Tonto jump in Mullingar because we were in Australia visiting our daughter who's out in Melbourne, and at the time we were camping in a rainforest and there was no signal, so we were having to wait every morning to get up and do a 1 or 2 kilometre walk up a hill to get a signal, so we'd get the text from Katie. And I just remembered the day she qualified, the first text just opened and said, "We're in."
Yeah.
And
That was very exciting.
we were all absolutely delighted.
She was the first to jump clear, and there was over 100 in the class, and it was a while before there was more clears, but then there was 15 of us in the jump off, and I was first in, and I thought I made a mistake first because I went for my clear, but I was nearly a bit too cautious. I went quite slow, so it was kind of nail biting right till the end.
Clear around there, 52.80 for our Pathfinder Katie Deane and Venerate. It's all about qualifying.
My first horse to ride in Dublin was Curragrig Obos Flight. We got him in to break for Baden Powell, and we produced him on a bit, and we qualified in Galway. We actually went up and he won the first day, the first qualifier up there. It was so surreal because I had him put back in the stable. I was delighted with my round, I was buzzing, but I had him put back, and then next thing Martin came running up the hall and goes, "You've won, you need to tack back up." So I tacked him up again and went back down to the ring, and he was a great horse. He actually went on to win a lot with Gemma Phelan and Matthew Sampson after. Matthew Sampson won a lot of international classes with him. The second horse we qualified was in 2018. He was called Glendine Domino. Sean Curry bought him from another local man, Michael Titer, and he jumped a fabulous clear the first day in the main ring, and it was such an amazing feeling to get to ride in the main ring, and I can't wait to get in again. In 2021 we qualified a 3-year-old for Des and Paula, Sir Hugh Wabon, again bred by Michael Titer. So it was a COVID year and Des came in with me. We both had our masks on, and he jumped well and he came third. Another horse we had was Mullentine Shalom. We jumped her the lower levels as a 5-year-old, just the lower 5-year-old classes, and I was looking after my dad then, and with Peter's help we got her sold, and she ended up going to Erin Ballard and jumping international classes with her. Another person that's helped us a lot is Kevin Barry. He actually just lives over the road from us, and ever since our first time qualifying for Dublin, he's been helping us. He comes over and he's great to put an extra eye on, like especially on the flat, if I'm kind of stuck on something, and he likes to produce them in a soft way. He never likes to force or put pressure on them, and we work very well together. We produce young horses, and what we really like to see is when they go on and jump well, especially at the higher level. We sold Jordan Kyle a horse a few years ago, and this year now he's sent a few lovely horses for schooling and bringing on, and it'll be really nice to see them go on and jump to top level with him whenever they're ready.
For us, we only live just 20 minutes away on the other side of the bay, so it's really convenient to be able to come over here.
Part of the fun is watching them right from the start. Love the way Katie and Martin handle the horses. It's always so calm, so gentle. Then watching them, their first jumps, coming through the woodlands. There's a lot more to it, obviously, than just the big day out in the show arena.
Venerate, she's a really special mare. She's always been so easy to do everything with her. Like you can hack her anywhere you want to go, no matter what's going on. She always keeps a level temperament. We've just really taken our time with her, again, because she was so big and had such a massive stride. The biggest problem with her really was she could land in a line and go, no, there's one stride less there. So trying to convince her that she had to put in the proper amount of strides has been the hardest part. My friend Jamie Landers helped us a lot, and we were schooling before the qualifier, and we jumped around kind of 135 first, and he said, so what do you want to do? Do you want to go bigger? And I said to him, I don't know. And he said, do you want to do the Dublin qualifiers? And I said, I do. And he said, we better go bigger. So, and she just popped around it as if it was no problem at all. And it was over before it even started. And we were like, that was just very simple. The three of us kind of walked out in dismay of how easy she done it.
Undoubtedly, watching her jumping is very nervous. I think I've mentally jumped a lot of jumps myself, but at the same time it's very exciting, and it's just really we're really lucky to be part of that. We've had some great days out. As a 6-year-old in Mill Street in the Boomerang, she jumped 3 fantastic clear rounds, and that was just so exciting. And then more recently she's won the Superstar Grand Prix in Mill Street, which was very special. So as an owner, it's just very exciting to be there. you get the whole day out. You get to watch them warm up.
The reflected glory.
The reflected glory, yeah.
Yes.
We have two young boys, Marcus and Shane, and they really love ponies as well, and are always in the yard helping and getting involved. So Marcus is actually coming to Dublin with us this year, and hopefully he really enjoys it.
When we started out doing this, we didn't think that we'd manage to have a horse that was good enough to qualify for Dublin. So it's just really exciting to be part of the whole thing and to be mingling with all these really top class horses and riders. So for us, it's just a week that we're really just going to enjoy.
We'll be staying in the camper van.
We're staying in our camper van.
With all the other horse lorries, which is exciting too.
Yeah.
Venerate is a dream come true. I really believe she is destined for the top of the sport. I don't think there'll be any track too big for her in time. I can't wait to ride her into the main ring in Dublin 2026.